How y'all doing, family? This is Herbert Kareem, and what I have is a special guest, Viola. She's a natural healer. She's from my class, and she's she's been teaching me off the air. She's from one of the courses, and the course that we have a nice group that you guys are gonna see over time. But this one right here, she gives details of her past is dealing with I'm gonna let her share it. I don't want to spoil it, but she's gonna show us how to survive out here. And I've been calling her off the air. She's been helping my family out, put certain things together so we can be more prepared. I had my own certain things to put in place, but she has opened my eyes up to certain things because she's lived it. So I'm gonna let you go into more details. That's why I like the fact is that each one teach one. So relax. We might be here for a minute to just at least share with you. This is a special young lady right here. Her name is Viola, natural healer. You're going to see her a lot more in details down the line, but she's going to help you individuals when it comes to a bug out bag, a doomsday bag, AB. She's going to share the details of getting your stuff together, things you should have. She's going to go into details. She's going to tell you what you should have in your home, what you should have long-term, whatever, because it's necessary. So we're going to do a series with her so you guys can understand and get to know her so she can share her life skills. This is real skills. This is not somebody you watch somebody on YouTube and you're not sure if they lived it or if they was part of it. This is a real individual that lived it. So go ahead, Viola, take it away.
Greetings, everybody. Thank you, Kareem, for giving me this opportunity to share on your platform. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate what you're doing. You guys, my name is Viola. I have 23 years of military service. I was in the Army, active. I did deploy. I went to Afghanistan, Iraq, Somalia, and Haiti. So just going to give you a little bit what you need in your, we call it an A bag. You may call it a doomsday bag or a bug out bag, but don't really think about it as that. Think about it as a bag that you're going to need to pretty much to survive for 2 to 3 days or 5 days or sometimes even 10 days. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have a sturdy bag, a bag that's, weatherproof, that if it rains, the stuff don't get wet, but it's also good to put your stuff in Ziploc bags as well. So what you want to make sure what I have on my bag, I have a blue sturdy bag. I have a reflector belt, because in the nighttime, when you got the bag on your back, you want to just make sure somebody can see you. Because once you put it on your back, you just don't want to get hit, especially if you're, on the road of your, you just never know. You just want to make sure you have a reflector belt, because our reflector belt, you want to make sure you have strong straps, sturdy straps. You want to make sure the backpack is cushioned, because the bag is going to be pretty heavy. When you put everything in the bag, it could weigh, it depends on you. The bag could weigh anywhere between 10 to pretty much 50 pounds. But like I said, it depends on you. The bag, make sure you have a lot of pockets. My bag has a lot of pockets. You want to make sure it has like a D-ring where you could put extra stuff on there. If you notice, this bag has extra padding, extra straps where you can hang stuff on it. Next, what you want to do, what I want to do is I want to give you 10 things that you should have. Just 10. We're going to go over a few other things, so my apologies. I'm just going to go over 10 things. Sorry about that. First thing was the bag. Next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your water source, we got to survive out here. So what I have is one of those pins. It's a filter pen where you could just drink any water. So you don't have to worry about what water you come upon, because you definitely need water, you guys. So you just take this and pretty much just drink. Doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about what kind of water. But what I did, if you are concerned, if you are concerned about your water source, you come up with dirty water and you don't have this pen, this filter pen, I have this little bottle and it has bleach. So what you want to do is you want to get, doesn't matter which bleach, just make sure it's a non-fragrance bleach. So you want to make sure that it doesn't have any, it's just plain bleach. And the rule of thumb is for 1 gallon, if you want to make 1 gallon of water, you want at least 8 drops. And when I mean drops, I'm serious, you guys, just 8 drops of water. It's always good to measure, and if you're going by quarts, you just need 2 drops of bleach. So I have bleach, and I also have the iodine tablets. This is a little bit more for as the iodine tablets. Just make sure you read it, because what you want to do is first you want to make sure if you come up on a water source, just make sure you clean the debris out of the water. So if you filter the water, make sure you have like a cheesecloth, or you can use your t-shirt, you can use the scarf. You see I have different, you can use, a head wrap, a head scarf, or you can, for ladies, you can use your underwear, you can use your t-shirt, just filter the water. But when you use the iodine tablets, just make sure you read the instructions, because it's very important. Once you put the tablets in, you have to wait 30 minutes. And with these tablets, it's saying that you should warm. It should be like 70 degrees. And you could be in the winter, in the summer, it's easy in the summer, you can actually put it under your arms or put it between your legs. Or if you're in a fire, you can, pretty much make sure that it's no way you can hit it's 70 degrees, but you just want to make sure that you use these correctly. Because after 30 minutes, you have to put, the vitamin tablets in it, and just make sure you read this, because it's very important. And the water is very important, you guys. You got to survive with water. And that was number 2. Number 3 is your power bank. We can't live without a cell phone. In these day and age, you got to make sure you have a power pack. It's very important you have your power pack, and make sure you have your cords, because it's very important. So make sure you have this charged up, because you just never know wherever you at. You do need your cell phone. It's very important that you have your cell phone. You can also buy the solar. I have this one. This one lasts 8 hours. No, 8 to 24 hours. I'm just going to charge my cell phone. I'm not going to charge anything else. But you definitely want to just make sure you have a power bank. And here in this same bag, I have my batteries, and I actually have tape. So that's your power bank for your cell phone, and make sure you charge. Number 4 is you got to make sure you have your first aid kit. You can't go any place without your first aid kit. This is very important. Your first aid kit, survival. So you definitely need your first aid kit. You never know. You scrape yourself. You just never know. You come upon someone that's hurt. Just always have your first aid kit. Now, with me being a up and coming herbalist, you just want to make sure you also have, your herbs. So I don't want to go anywhere out without my cayenne pepper. You guys, cayenne pepper is very, very, very important. It helps somebody with, you can stop them from having a heart attack. It's good for heart health. Good for heart health, good for bleeding, is good for so many things. That's your cayenne pepper. Just so you know, I have in my arsenal, I have the black pepper essential oils. And the only reason why I have this is because you think about the bugs. You never know where you at. Wherever you at, it doesn't matter. If you overseas, if you're here in the United States, it's always bugs, always mosquitoes. With the weather so crazy, I have wild oregano. And the only reason I have wild oregano is you just think about infections. This is, like you say, herbalist creams. This is a beast. Wild oregano, you just need to have this on your arsenal. It's very, very important. You already know all the things that it helps. STDs, it helps with so many different things. You just never know. And also who you're helping. And like you said, this is you call it your Doonesbury bag, or I call it my 72-hour bag. Because in the military, we have our A bag and we have our B bag. We never know when we're going to see our B bag, but our A bags travel with us all the time. And my A bag, I got to make sure I have everything that I'm going to survive with, because sometimes you might not even get your B bag. So this bag can be your lifeline for 30 days until supplies get in, and until you can, get back more supplies. I also have chapstick. You just never know. You definitely need chapstick. And I also have wild lettuce leaf extract. This is for pain. Sometimes you have aches and pains, and it helps. Believe me, it helps. So these are the essential oils that I have in my arsenal that I will always have and I will always upkeep. Make sure you know how long you had them, because they don't last that long. Like my My cayenne peppers, I made this with alcohol, so it's this will last me at least 10 years. And I know my black pepper, that'll last at least 3 to 5 years. My wild lettuce leaf extract for pain, that should last me at least, I want to say, 5 years. So, and wild oregano, another 2 to 3 years, could be possibly 5 years. But what you want to do is you want to definitely check your bag. I know I didn't say this in the beginning, but the best thing you do is have a month or pick a time. You can do it your birthday. My birthday is May, but I'm so stuck still military, and I'm sorry. I'm in the civilian world. I apologize if I'm calling you civilians, but anyway, I use September because between September and October is the main time when we PCS. I mean, travel to another duty station. So I always check my bag. I always prepare my bag, and yes, my daughters, they have a bag as well. So don't think that they don't have a bag. They have a bag as well. But I always want to make sure everything's up to date. You want to check your bag and just make sure if you want to add stuff, take stuff out. You may think of something different, but just a rule of thumb, just make sure you check the items that do expire, and definitely your batteries as well. Okay, so we can come up on number 5. Number 5 is a compass. You just never know where you are. Your cell phone could die, your battery pack is out, but you always want a compass just to find out where you are. If you are, in the woods or somewhere you just don't know, and you're lost. So you always want a compass. It's very important to have a compass, you guys. You can actually Google or go on YouTube and actually learn how to use a compass. It's pretty much easy. Well, I'm sorry. I can't say it's easy, you guys, because it took me a while. I had to learn, but once you get it, it's easy. So just look it up. Seriously, look it up. While we're going through what we're going through these next, well, we don't know how long this virus, the CV virus, and how long we're going to be down. And it doesn't even have to be the CV virus, because this video is going to last for years and years, but we just got to make sure that we prepared. We just got to make sure we're prepared and make sure we have everything. So with that, I also have a whistle, because you just never know where you are. And with my whistle actually has a degree, so you can actually see the weather, and it also has a compass on it as well. So, and don't think these things are expensive. They're not. You can actually get this compass. You can get one from Walmart and be like $3-5. This whistle, I had a plain whistle and it actually cracked. So I went and picked up this one. This one's only $3 at Walmart, I promise you. And this, you can actually clip it right onto your bag. Clip it right onto your bag. So when, you can always just, and call for help. But these are, like I said, this is number 5. So just make sure you have your compass. Now, number 6, you want to make sure you have shelter. I have a tarp. And only reason why I have a tarp, you guys, just think about it. You can lay on this. You can sleep on this. You can, of course, have a cover. This one is 9 feet by 12. So this one can at least cover 3 people. The only reason why I make sure I have a tarp, I always think about the tent. When I went to basic training, we had to put a tent up. So you need a tarp. You can actually use this to sleep on. You can actually use this to cover. It's different things you can use. You can actually take this and cover your furniture in your back porch if you do have lawn furniture. But it's always good to have a tarp, because you always need protection from the elements, because you never know where you could be at as far as the elements. Now, I do have a poncho, because you need protection. You also, you just never know where you are. So you need rain gear. So this one has 2 ponchos in it. So you just, and it has a hood. I'm not going to open it up because it's a poncho. It has a hood. It has a zipper, drawstring. So you just want to get out the elements. I know you're thinking about warm weather. Well, this is perfect for warm weather. Far as about I'm sorry, Cream, I gotta go get the jacket. It's across the thing. I know you got to cut that. Okay, so here's the poncho. For the poncho, it's good for the rain. It's good for wind. It's good for the cold because it opens. You can put this over your jacket. Now I left my jacket over here. So you do need your jacket because with the elements you just never know where you're gonna be. You never know if, let's say, if you was had to walk to a friend house, you definitely need a jacket. So you just never know what type of weather it is. So you do need your jacket. And far as a sleeping bag, here is the sleeping bag because this is part of your shelter. So your sleeping bag. What I have is, I don't have a sleeping bag. What I have is a cold weather bag. I thought about the time I was in the military and I understood that I do have the blanket. I understand it was so bulky. So I was looking at, I can actually put extra clothes in it. So that's just me. So I went with a cold weather bag. You can actually sleep in this just with your underclothes on and be perfectly warm. Believe me, it works. It's actually went online and I just thought it was the best thing for me. You may want a sleeping bag, you may want the cushion, used to your mattress. Me, 23 years, I can sleep on the floor, I can sleep on hardwood floor, I can sleep on the concrete, long as no bugs is bothering me, I'm fine. So that's why I picked this bag, and I can put more stuff in my bag because I do like more snacks. But that's that's down the line. But anyway, I love this little sleeping bag because it's just so simple and easy. Also, with your shelter, you do need. Think about this, guys. I know everybody got all these fancy clothes. Just think about all you need is really 2 pair of jeans. You need a black pair and a blue pair. Think about it. I have my black pair on. These can last 2 to 3 days. If you think about it. So in here, all I have is blue jeans, a long sleeve, and a short sleeve. That's what I have in here. Here I have 2 days of underclothes, so you can always wash. So that's why I kept that minimum. And if you think about it, you can actually wear your clothes 2-3 days. Just, you wash them out, and that's just me. That's just me. I'm just telling you me. Everybody's different. Now we need to go back down to 7. Of course, you definitely need your cell phone. What was that, number 6? Okay, we're up to number 7. So number seven, you guys, you do need a 2-way radio. We're going to talk about that later because I definitely want to go in great detail with you about the 2-way radio and or a walkie-talkie. That's going to be another video. So that is number 7, is very important. But you have your cell phone. You have your cell phone, so that'll work for now. And we're going to just go with that. But right now, we're going to talk about another video. So as far as number 8, if you think about number 8, you out there in the woods, so you definitely need a knife. Yes, you definitely need a knife, and you need this is a Gerber. This is a multi tool. Think about it. It has a pair of pliers. It's a cutting tool. It has blades. You can even, if you think about when you're eating, it has a can opener. So this is a multi-purpose tool. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's a nail file. You can actually saw things. This is a wonderful tool, and I suggest everyone gets one. I did go to Walmart, so you can actually get one of these tools for just $4.95. These things are priced up to $4.95 all up to $200. So it depends on what you like, what you want to do. But I love this. I used to carry this. Well, I still carry with me. It'd be in my purse. But you definitely need one of these. Like I said, you want your multi-purpose tool, you want a knife, and you want something to saw with. This will saw a small tree, and all you do is wrap it around. It's very sharp, you guys. You just wrap it around, and you can actually saw things. I know you can't really see it. You see it? You just put your finger, and you just pull it, and it'll saw a little tree. So let's say if you want to cut some firewood, this is perfect for you to saw. You can also get a saw, a little blade, if depends on your tool. I call it my e-tool. Your tool. It all depends on how much you pay for it. Some of them actually have a blade in there where it'll cut a tree as well. Next is a flashlight. You always want a flashlight. This is very important. You already know how important flashlight is. Yes, they do have the flashlight on your cell phone, but no, we're talking about if your cell phone dies, you do need a flashlight. It's very important that you have a flashlight. Now, this is part of your tools. If you think about it, to me, I put it part as my tools as far as about my my knife. I look at that as my tools. Next one is number 9. I know I probably missed some steps and missed numbers. I apologize. But number nine, as you think about it, if you're out there, you need something to start a fire with. I actually have a fire starter kit, and it's real easy. I'm not going to start a fire, but it's simple. You just open up and you strike it, and it'll flash. It'll flicker with no problem. That's when these run out. So what you want to do is use this first. So when all the fluid runs out, you can also use this. I have a fire starter, so just something easy. Not saying women are weak or anything like that. Let me not put that out there. But you have a fire starter, and you can also use these to start a fire real easy. Also, I know you see something else in there. Also, I have something to cut, so that's another blade that I have in there. Okay, so for the next one, number 10. Number 10 is food. So what you want to do is you want something that's going to last. So you get some bars, you get MREs. It depends on you. To me, MREs have a lot of calories, but they do last. MREs will last 25 years.
It will.
I like these bars. And also you can get beef jerky. Beef jerky pretty much lasts like 3 to 5 years. I did have beef jerky, but I just took that out. I forgot that was in the bag. I'm vegan now, so I love these bars. You get granola bars. Just make sure you get something with protein. Just want to talk about some extra stuff. Which you do need. You do need gloves. So just make sure you have some gloves. You also want some gloves. Make sure you have something to protect your head for the ladies. What I love about this scarf actually goes all the way through, so you can actually have it for your neck to keep your neck warm. Just some extra stuff. I found this belt, and it's real easy. You can keep your phone in there. You can keep your cell phone. You keep your ID. I have it because that's where I have money. So the rule of thumb, you want like $200. Small bills, you want singles, fives. You don't want big bills. You don't want hundreds. You don't want 50s. You don't want even top of a 20. So the largest bill you should have is $10. And the only reason why I say that is you don't want people thinking you got a whole bunch of money when it could just be singles. I'd rather them think it's singles than anything else, than they knock you upside your head. What I love is when we out there playing, you think about buying time. So make sure you have a deck of cards. You just never know. So another trick for me is a deck of cards. I also have Phase 10, a new game I just found, love it to death. But just have some playing cards, that'll help. You definitely need wipes. It really doesn't matter what wipes you have, but you just want to have some types of wipes. Yes, you can use leaves. Just get a leaves, soften it up, and you can actually use a leaf. Don't use a dry leaf. You can actually use a soft leaf to clean yourself. But I do have wipes. I get the hypoallergenic wipes because you just never know. You don't want to have no irritation. You don't want to develop a rash when you're wiping yourself. I also have Kim lights and a rope. Just extra stuff that you need to have because you just never know what situation you may be in. I also have, so if you're out there, the last thing you worry about is brushing your teeth, putting some deodorant on. That's the last thing you think about. But just because we civilians now. I apologize for the civilians. We're civilians. So you just want to make sure you have some soap. Ivory soap, I think, is the be all do all soap because it's all natural to me. That's my opinion. So in here I have ivory soap, and see I have it with my actually with my shower caps. So you just got to make sure you pack it up real good. So ivory soap is, to me, is the best soap. You can do a lot of things with this. If you are eating MREs, or if you do eat stuff that don't help you go, you can actually cut a piece of that, roll it up, and you can actually use this as a suppository. I know it's kind of bad to say, but you just never know. Also, you have you want trash bags. I know no one really think about that, but you want trash bags. And you guys don't sleep on this. Vaseline, do not sleep on this. This for some reason, I don't know, in Korea, out there in PT, you be so cold, and this actually feels like a blanket on your face. You put some Vaseline on, oh my goodness, to me it's the best thing. So don't sleep on Vaseline. You definitely need Vaseline. It should be part of your top 10, but it's not. But just use this. You can use this as your lotion. This is great for your face. This is great for cracked feet. This is, I mean, it's just so you don't have to carry lotion. This is the best thing. Believe me, it's the best thing. Lotion. I know little things that no one would think about. Let's say you do need a pen and paper. So let's say if you need to write a note, or you just leave notes somewhere. If you're actually lost in the woods or whatever, you can actually write notes. So just make sure you have a pen and paper. So those are little things that you should have. Trying to think of something else. Okay. Things that you should have. Also, carrying for water. What you want to do is, I love my blue Bubba. Yes. So I know we didn't think about what we put water in, but you do need something to carry water in. Only reason why I love this container, it has like a D-ring, so your water can actually hang off the side of your bag. It just hangs off the side of your bag. It doesn't have to be in your bag when you are making your purified water, your clean water. Or you can, have the bladder where you drink from your Camel Pack. It's best to get your Camel Pack. Those things are not that expensive. It'll run you anywhere between 10 all up to, like I said, $200. So if you're on a budget, it's always good to get a Camel Pack. That's what I have. Just drink water. But I love this because you can actually have extra water. You can actually help people. So I love to have that. That is my really top 15 to top 20. I'm just ready to answer your questions. Do you have any questions?
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, well, won't you come to us to have a seat so we can talk about it? We thank you, Viola, for giving us your knowledge. We appreciate it. I have a few questions, unless you wanted to give them some more information. This is your time to, just in case you wanted to address some things.
I'm sorry. I did want to address, I know I didn't bring up that, but you do have, it's good to have shades as well. It's also good to have shades. I know I put a hat up. You definitely need a hat. And also I do have a net. It's a net that you have for bugs. So it's just so many things that you have, so many things you can use, so many things you can add, because you don't have to go by me. I'm just giving you things that I use that worked for me, that was great for me, going through my military career and just surviving. Now, those are the things that I have in my bag. I will share later, if career permits, I will share later what my daughter has in their bags, and show you extra stuff for the ladies.
That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to actually do a theme of this. So we'll probably do 3 or 4 more videos so everybody can actually understand. Might be talking about the children's with their bags, because people want to know that. Are they the same? Because believe me, I didn't even have no bag. I'm up here thinking that my bag for me and my queen, that's enough. No, they need their bags as well. So I just found that out from her. So I thought it was important that I bring her on here so she can educate us all, and help us understand what we should and should not have, because that's one thing that we haven't been doing. And also women, stuff that you guys need to have for your bag. Men, I might do a video on my own telling you some stuff that I got, down a barrel, because you are the protector. But that was one key element that I like that you covered. But I just trained of thought, just missed it and whatever. But yeah, I like how you broke some stuff down. But I wanted to cover this portion right here. When you were out there doing your thing, and yeah, that's what I wanted to cover. It came back. When you talked about A bag and B bag, see, you guys are maybe probably thinking this is doomsday. Honestly, this is not the case. You guys need to understand that whatever their agenda is, you're really not going to know. You're going to have to wait it out. So I've already dropped some seeds on what they might be going. Those of you that have been following long enough, you should know. But at least know this. It might be a time that you need your A bag. And when she spoke about A bag, I didn't understand the detail. I was just thinking you hearing all this YouTube. I know y'all been YouTubing like me. Bug out bag, survival bug out bag. What a bug out bag? I guess you bug it out and grabbing your bag. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what it is. But they really call it in the military, like she mentioned, your A bag, your go bag. So she just explained that to me. So your A bag is pretty much like she mentioned. You go into more details, explaining them like a bag is kind of like the Red Cross calls it, a 72-hour bag. Is that what they mentioned?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Because if you think about it, what would you need for your first 3 days, first 4 days, first 5 days? Because you have to look at that bag as your 3 to 5 days, 72 hours, but it could be longer. Because if you think about it, your B bag, what we call our B bag, the B bag is extra necessities, extra stuff that we need for a year. Because when we deploy, you got to have the frame of mind is you're going to be gone for a year. So your B bag is extra stuff, like extra stuff that you really can't carry inside of your A bag, because your A bag is pretty much what you need essential to get you from point A to point B. And once you get to B, you couldn't move again. So our B bag is pretty much loaded either by train, ship, or it could be by train. And if you think about it, those take longer for it to get to where we are. And we can't carry that bag. We can't carry the A bag and the B bag. The B bag is a big rucksack. I mean, a big old rucksack. And I mean, not a rucksack, a big, I didn't hear you.
No, I got you. You said it's a big bag. It's a lot.
It's cut this part.
No, because
it's
basically what she's breaking down is that B bag is like if you were starting to go off the grid and you really bunkering down and you waiting to all of whatever is over, and it might be a year, 2 years. This is not one of these scenarios. Okay. All right. So it's not, I'm telling you guys, you just got to look at Americans' history and you could see that their story. You can see how when they dealt with different viruses, man-made viruses, real viruses, how they have dealt with it. You might get yourself anywhere no more than 2 weeks or 30 days at a time. But usually it's like, it don't even get to the point that you need to use your 3-day emergency. So that's what she just kind of help you guys understand. I was trying to help you understand a couple of weeks ago, have your temporary stuff in your home, your apartment, your townhouse, whoever you're staying with, your canned goods, your water, loading up. And if you notice, they shutting everything down. You can't find your water and whatever you want to have like you used to have in the stores no more. So that's what I was trying to get you to kind of gather in your home. The go bag, her A bag that she's mentioning, is when you run out or when they tell you evacuate, you got to go over here, like she mentioned, from point A to B, and you got to move over here to someone's house or to a location where everybody is at, and you're waiting for some assistance or whatever to happen. You have your essentials, your necessities to get there. And that's important because I got my bag. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just the problem is I didn't help the family in here had a bag because, they was on something else.
Yes.
So I was like, they don't want no bag. They don't think the survival. Listen, I didn't have this bag since 2016. I've been putting little things in here and there. And after I came across Mrs. Viola, ex-military, 23 years, I realized how much I didn't have in my bag. I found out how I should have had. I mean, the go bag shouldn't be just for me. So she's going to talk a little bit about that. And we're going to show you later, but she's going to talk a little bit about how it's important. Tell us how it's important that we should have each our own bag.
Everybody should have their bag, because just think about it. Let's say if you was on a certain type of medication, you have to have that medication in that bag. Let's say your kids need the EpiPen. They need to have the EpiPen. You need to have the EpiPen in your bag. So everybody bag is specific to them.
Okay.
They can't wear your clothes. Only thing that I can wear, let's say if you had my stuff in your bag, only thing I can wear with you, I can't wear your pants. I can't wear I can wear your underclothes, the boxers, if there's boxers, and your shirts. But just think, in my bag is to me. My bag has my clothes, the stuff I like, the treats, everything that's to me, what I need. So it's very important. It's so important that everybody has their bag. And if you think about it, like if you have babies, they got to have their bags, Pampers, milk. And if you think about it, it's very, very important that everybody has a bag and able to carry the bag. We know that a baby can't carry the bag. That's pretty much common sense. So that stuff is partly in the dad's bag and partly in the mom's bag. And that's why you need to get a bag that's pretty much comfortable for you, big. Your rucksack or your backpack, it can be big. It can go up to 100 pounds. But remember, you have to carry that. And you got to understand how important this bag is, because let's say if you can't carry it and somebody else carry a bag if you're sick, and they got to be able to carry that bag. So it's very important that everybody has their bag because of individually. You may not have enough water in my bag, so you have your own bag with your water. You have your bag with your supplies, especially with your sleeper bag. You can't carry, like, let's say if you got a family of 5, you can't carry, Kareem, you can't carry all your family's clothes. You can't carry their sleeping bags. That's the main reason why everybody has to have their bags. And it's also,
right. Go ahead.
During this time, it's also good to sit down and teach your kids little things like how to be able to, set a fire, how to use the tools, how to use a compass. It's very easy to teach them how to read a map, especially how to read a map. These little times that we're going through, you can actually teach those things. And that was the thing that I was telling Kareem earlier. It's good to teach them, because let's say if Kareem gets hurt, or if he gets detached from the family, and if his wife and his kids, they got to be able to handle themselves. My kids had a code word. They know their code word. So if you came to them and you didn't say the code word, they wouldn't go to you. But they also knew where they always knew safety. They always knew where they need to go. They always knew what they need to do when they go on posts and go to the unit. They go to my unit. I'm not going to get into that, but they already had their how would I put it? They knew what. I'm rambling. They already knew what to do and where to go in case of emergency. They always had a plan. They knew the plan, and that's very important that you guys to have a plan and talk about the plan.
And I'm glad you even broke that down, because a lot of us, our people, we take things so nonchalant because we just know that we got that instinct of just survival in us anyway. But I'm telling you, it makes no sense to have an insurance plan, just insurance, okay, just in case. So I didn't think that nothing was going to happen for sure with this country, but I know that I live in this country that's kind of crazy, no more than crazy. So I knew that something sooner than later was going to happen. So I wanted to be prepared. Whether my own people believed me or not, which they didn't prepare to put nothing together, but I did. So now just imagine how I feel. I'm the only one that has pretty much 75% of my stuff together, and I didn't get them nothing. So it's scrambling to get those things together just in case. So it's important that I'm not going to just bring her on as one collaboration. You're going to see her on a regular basis for a minute so I can bust you guys upside the head, letting you know you'll get car insurance because I have to. You get life insurance because I have to, or some of y'all don't even have that. You get all these different types of insurances here and there, and just in case here and there, you put extra insurance on your flight when you go flying, just in case it get canceled, or other little things, insurance on your technology that you purchase, but you won't have an insurance in place in this country. If you look like me, you ought to be ashamed of yourself not to have an insurance plan, because it don't make no sense. You already see how we always scratching and surviving. So I don't want to get in this rambling phase. I just want to let you guys know how important it is to have someone like her. That's why when she was sharing this in our class, I was like, hold on, I'm putting my bag together and I'm dealing with this clown. So maybe he'll hear me. Dealing with this clown that didn't want to share with the family about the details and their background. So I'm like, wow. So I got me somebody. She's in my herbalist course. Let me give her a call. And she was more than willing to say, here she is now. I'm sharing with you guys. So this is what I do. I'm a shepherd. She's a shepherd. And she's trying to give you guys information because these people think y'all a bunch of sheeps and they treating you accordingly. So it's our job to bring awareness and help you guys be more safe out here for you, not only for yourself, for your children, and for your spouses, because this is important out here. I honestly believe it ain't gonna get that far, but it could get to the point that you run out of food, and those of you that didn't prepare and have no food and water, you gonna need a go bag, because you're gonna have to go somewhere on foot to get to where they tell you to go, because they're not gonna drop no Red Cross bag in front of your house. Newsflash, okay? They're gonna tell you where it's gonna be if it goes there. Oh, it ain't never did. Oh, have you heard of Louisiana? Remember the levees broke? What about Flint? It's a whole lot of sections here as well as out of this country. They needed to wait on aid because they shut down this and shut down this. You guys have depended so much on the government, the state, the county. Now what you gonna do? Because the city ain't got your back. They ain't got your back. So thank you so much, Viola. Will you please come back? I didn't put you all out there on blast. We did talk before, but you might have changed your mind. It's like, oh man, this is a lot Kareem putting on me. Oh, you don't mind? So we can come back with part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4? Okay, because we're gonna cover, though guys, don't focus, don't trip. Kareem is not gonna do like his late night reading and didn't say I'm gonna come and I don't come because I got so busy. I'm promising you guys this. You guys need to know this. So we'll probably come back this week. If not this week, definitely Sunday. So you'll be on there Sunday, Viola, for so you know what I'm saying? So part 2 is coming this week or either Sunday this week, so we can make sure that you guys get the part 2 out there. Definitely we're gonna cover the ladies, just that. We're gonna cover the children, just that, and we're gonna cover probably the next one, letting you know that when you want to expand for having certain other things, the doomsday, or just in your house, or just insurance, because Kareem got stuff up in here for doomsday, and I'm preparing to get up out of here completely. Oh my God, that's my dream, and I'll tell y'all in details later why I can't make it happen, because you know when you got family members locked into family contract, bloodline contract, it ain't so easy to just hit that plane and bounce if you got any type of love for them. You know what I mean? So anyways, thank you so much, Viola. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you have the last words. Matter of fact, because we're gonna be, unless you have something else to share, we're gonna tell you where they can reach you.
Oh, I just want to say thank you for giving me this time. I really appreciate it. No,
it's not a problem. It's not a problem. And all the members in my course, they know how I am. Am I right? I don't trip off stuff like this. So you're not, no. Anyways, ain't getting charged nothing. So here's how you can reach. Matter of fact, I'll let her tell you. Tell her where they can reach you at if they want to find you, so they can. Because this young lady is a natural healer. She doesn't do the exact same thing I do. That's the whole purpose. Last time I checked, she's different. She looked different. She's female. I'm a male. She has different eyes. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Skin color different, higher melanin than me. You know, pituitary. I mean, I could go in more details how we're different. So stop assuming that all natural healers are the same. If that was the case, it wouldn't be, you know, hundreds and thousands of schools, several all over the place. Okay. So tell them where they can find you.
Well, you can reach me at verywisealternatives.com. You can send me a email at support@verywisealternatives.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram with it's hashtag Very Wise Alternatives, or definitely reach me on Facebook at Herbalist Viola.
I like that. Herbalist Viola is on Facebook. Okay, Herbalist Viola on Facebook. Hashtag Very Wise Alternatives. Okay, and www.verywisealternatives.com. So if you guys don't know how to spell that long word alternatives, Google it. It'll come up. It'll tell you how to spell. I'm not clowning you, because that's what I be doing when I can't spell something. Just hit that little voice thing and say alternatives. Boom. It's going to spell it for you. Okay. So there you go, how to get something done, because I know I'm joking, but I want y'all to keep it light. It's not doomsday. It's not over. It's not, the world's not going to end or whatever. Believe me, they love their stocks and they love their money. They love you too much because you make them so much money. You think they're going to end it all? You make them billions and trillions of dollars annually. They're not going to do that. They need you to just act right a little bit and take a little bit more shots, man. A lot more shots. Y'all not acting right with the shots, all right? That's another story. All right, thank you very much, Viola. We're going to go ahead and sign off. And y'all always, like I always say, you guys, you know, it's chess out here. It's definitely not checkers. Y'all take care.
I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it real. Give them something, they give them something, they give them something, they feel.